Hey everyone, Phi Farley here. It's December 3rd. It's Tuesday, coming off a win in the best bet category for NCAA basketball. I'm excited to get to today's slate. Huge slate of games today. We got the Big Ten ACC Challenge. We got some great mid-major games going on. Some teams hosting their first game of the season or playing their first road game of the season across the board. So a lot of good content. All plays today are going to be posted over on patreon.com/Phi Farley. You can check those out. Coming off a win yesterday with Washington Huskies at home, getting the win against South Dakota. Happy about that. South Dakota, a little closer than I thought. With the last 5 minutes, they got within 5 points, and then they just ran out of gas. So that's what I had capped it as coming off that Northern Arizona win. I just hoped it would happen sooner than that and not down to the last 5 minutes, so I had to sweat it out. And they ended up winning by 20, did the Huskies. So nice cover there. Glad that came through. All right. So let's look at today's slate. Oh, before I get into today's best bet, let me say thank you to subscribers. I really appreciate it for those just joining. Been doing this been capping for about 20 years, but here on YouTube, been capping for about 2 years, all documented, all sports, not all sports, but baseball, football, and basketball throughout the entire year. I love it. It's what it's been my passion for a while. And I also have patreon.com/Phi Farley is kind of my avenue of saying more of a gratuity. It's not paying for picks. It's gratuity for more time for what I put into this. So if you feel so obliged, check that out. And without further ado, and for those over on patreon.com/Phi Farley already, thank you so much for doing so. It's really, really appreciated and keeps me going. So, all right, let's talk about best bet. We're talking, I had to go to the biggest game of you could say Duke, Michigan State's the biggest game, and likely it kind of is. But Louisville, Michigan would be a close second, if not the biggest game going on tonight. And I am tempted beyond what I could control with not making this my best bet. So I had to, we know the story here, but by the numbers, Louisville has faced the 336th lightest schedule. Did I say that right? Easiest schedule in the country. Their strength of schedule is 336. Meanwhile, Michigan's is 83rd. They've had, of course, they just ran the gauntlet, winning the holiday tournament. Beating Gonzaga by 18, very impressive. Beating North Carolina, beating Iowa State. They were looking good all the way through. Juwan Howard really has this team playing on another level, and it's awesome to watch. It's really fun to watch those kids get up, and Juwan Howard having a lot of fun there with his team. So I don't doubt they're going to be up for this one, facing Louisville. They have some big games behind this, but I don't see them overlooking this one, going into the number one team, Louisville's home, and taking them on. Now, Louisville, on the other hand, you could say their hardest 2 games are Miami, Florida, opening game of the year, and then Akron at home. It's probably the toughest game, of which they only won by 6. While it is a tough game, I don't want to, not give credit there. They have not played nearly the schedule and been tested like Michigan has. The only big advantage I see here for Louisville is that they're playing at home, but we're getting 5.5. I'm taking that number. I'm playing that number with the 5.5. I think this is going to be a one basket game. Coach Howard's going to have his team up. I think, and frankly, Louisville hasn't been tested like this before. They haven't faced a defense like Michigan. And this is they could very well be a Michigan win, is what I'm trying to say, is Michigan has been tested and they've proven to be victorious. Louisville has not been tested, therefore has not been proven to win. Doesn't mean they can't, doesn't mean they're not everything that their rankings on KP says they should be, but I do know that Michigan is legit. I don't know that Louisville is. So I'm going to grab 5.5 as a little bit of insurance, and then take the Michigan Wolverines on the road, going to Louisville, and I think they may pull out the win upset just outright, but I'll grab the 5.5 just to be safe. So there you go, best bet of the day. Had to do it, go Big Blue, going with Michigan. Good luck everyone today. See you again soon.